Alright, so if you're just joining us, welcome. If you are here for the first time, hello. Thank you for being here. So I've already laid out some cards here, kind of trying to figure out what path you're on right now, and is it in alignment with your highest purpose. Seems to be that the reading here is about career. We have official person, so we have a title, toil and labor, kind of a job description, and then, vaguely we have sudden wealth, so income. However, somebody may have put off something emotionally doing all this hard work, something you were passionate about on your stall. This could also be somebody that functions really well in one sphere of their life, but maybe has trouble in others. Like maybe somebody's really good at making money. You could be a technical expert at something, but then you have this emotional blockage here that impedes your wish fulfillment because the nine of cups and the nine of swords just appeared. So wish fulfillment versus, depression and all that stuff. Let's see. Yeah, carrying too much and the 10 of wands in this card. This official person's carrying too much, toil and labor. They're moving away from this, though. And then sudden wealth. Somebody could be getting a lot of money. Somebody could be collaborating with somebody here, too. Partnership. Passionate partnership about something. Justice being brought towards something. The need to rest. This, somebody could be winning a lot of money. And then they put all of this effort towards being like almost a workaholic. They missed out on love opportunities. So now there's time to reflect somewhat because they have success financially. They can stop worrying about this. This could also be somebody that didn't have a lot growing up, and now they went from kind of a rags to riches situation. I'm not predicting this necessarily. I think this is something that has already happened, but if you feel like that's going to happen, definitely claim it. There's 22 again. I keep seeing 22 everywhere. It was on the coffee things. There was 22 coffee pods at the grocery store, and then 22% on my phone, and 3 of wands. Take action on something. 7 of cups. Ideas, manifestations, creativity. Could be delusions, but it's in the upright, so I'm not going to read it that way. Judgment. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe somebody's judging themselves too harshly. There could be an overcompensation energy happening here, or somebody was not as organized or something as they needed to be. This presented itself as in a deficit, and now that's something that they are like hyper perfect at. This is a lot of hard work, but some kind of restriction here. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, or 8 of Swords, I mean. Is somebody keeping somebody prisoner somehow? Can you clarify this? Chariot, Cancer energy, something's moving quickly. A choice. 3 of Cups, 3 people, 3 friends, gatherings, covenants, the Moon card. Listen to your heart when it's calling to you. That's what I'm picking from this. Like somebody is being tasked. Somebody is being tasked with following their heart here. This is a really responsible, upright person that probably does things more out of duty than for fun or joy or happiness. This could come from a real serious place of having gone without and realizing how quickly things can go badly and sink back to that point. But because of that, they don't take the time to stop and enjoy what they have while they have it now. It also makes me think of that this isn't obviously super technical, but years ago I watched a documentary about Buddhism with Richard Gere in it, and he was talking about the glass of water is, how did he describe it? He said that, like, when you know that the glass of water is going to fall over, it's going to be empty, you appreciate it that much more. So instead of fearing that maybe the worst will happen, know that it absolutely, you will be challenged again. You will face difficult things again. So if you have a period of time where you can rest and enjoy life and make moments, then you should probably take it too, I think. Take action on that with the Ace or the Page of Wands. Nostalgia. Let's do something maybe about healing your inner child here, because there may be some skill you have that made somebody a rebellious child, but it's actually like a really advantageous skill to be able to have. It makes me think of those families where there's like one person, everyone's like, oh, they should have been a lawyer because they're just so good at arguing. Let's see. So it could be something that could be perceived as a negative trait, but it could have a really positive application here too. What is that? Defense, heartbreak. So 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Maybe they are good at arguing. And then 10 of Cups, happy home. Clarify this for me, please. Balancing. Maybe it's somebody's really good at compartmentalizing. I wonder if somebody does some kind of work in the government or tech companies where things have to be, there's like a certain level of, what would you call that? Clearance that you need for certain things. Because you could be like having to do with really serious consequences. The Hanged Man and the Hermit. This could be somebody that is like a loner type of personality, but it really works well for what they're doing somehow. What do they do? They're a writer, perhaps. They write. I just thought of Stephen King. They write mysteries, maybe whodunits or something like that. But stories that like are kind of edgy. They're really, really good at this. That's why I think I was picking up on Stephen King, because, like, you know, when you think of people that are really good at their craft, which is kind of dark, but it ends up being a positive thing because it's creative. It's kind of like that. Or, like, if you think of a character actor that plays, like, a horrible character, but they do it so well. Truth here. 8 of Swords. Somebody is walking away from something. They're taking a new... This is a new chapter in life, a new phase of life, a new love of life. Somebody feels left out in the cold. Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I think I want to make this Cancer's reading because I think I've seen that several times here. I mean, actually, I should probably gather all these up. Well, I can still see which direction some of them are headed in. Do you think there's a lot of water energy here? Maybe I'll make this water signs energy, because there could always be links connected within the sphere of the water element. The emotional, the creative, quite feminine energy, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be only for women. Men can be in their feminine energy too, and men and women also both have a balance of feminine and masculine energy within us. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. I feel like this is for water signs, so there's an emotional element or creative element to the reading. There's something about finances being fairly secured, so that's not necessarily something to worry about. Somebody has to play catch up on other things. Distant horizon, coffin. You may hear of a big change at a distance from you, or something ending at a distance from you. I wouldn't categorically label this card as absolutely having to be with death, but somebody may hear of a funeral or may have to attend a funeral of a loved one that they heard passed. Gift here, this could be something about a will or inheritance somebody might have to go to. Discussion of that, mature man, community, and bad health. You could also be gathering around somebody that's in bad health, trying to make the most of whatever time may be left. This could be pretty critical. This might be something that already happened also, or something you missed out on, or one of the things somebody missed out on while they were working. For some reason, it's making me think of Ebenezer Scrooge. Imprisonment, right? He's kind of trapped in this cynical view of the world where he doesn't, think that gentleness and love serve any purpose, maybe than delusion. And he has to go through this process of being scared shitless, excuse me, to get there. Thoughts, main female. Somebody was visited. I got this in the last reading too. Somebody was visited by a ghost in a dream with a task, with a purpose. This is going a little, I know it's getting a little off the rails here, but it's what I'm picking up. Message of concern, journey, adjudication, toil and labor, occupation, official person. We're Marley and Marley. Do. What is that? My favorite Christmas Carol is The Muppets Christmas Carol. I watch that every year. I know it's not that sophisticated, but I mean, come on. It's fun. All right, so Two of Swords. There's an ending to something. I think this might be a mindset. And somebody is not stalling anymore. They're moving forward. Emotional communication. Empress. Beautiful energy. Beautiful, elegantly, emotionally real, authentic communication. The High Priestess on a divine level. Death to being trapped. End of this. End of feeling like this. Of where like you don't know which way to go or that you're trapped. Could be by an institution. A contract may have just ended for somebody that they have been really hoping will happen. Star, healing in some way. Somebody was defensive in the Five of Swords, cold, calloused, or they were becoming that way. And now they have wish fulfillment. Somebody's thorn has been removed from their paw. It would seem. You know the story of the lion and the thorn? Okay. I'm not saying you should like go up and try to pull thorns out of lions, but something has happened here where a source of pain has been dislodged, for lack of a more elegant term, from someone's life, and damn, I'm picking up on something, but I'm wondering, should I say that? Let's see. Journey. Main female. Thoughts. Messages. Alright, so yeah, I guess I probably thief and false person. Okay, yeah, I will. I guess I'm being tasked to say that. I hate to say this. Somebody may have passed. This may not have been a good, pleasant person. This could have been a really abusive person. That somebody that was always kind of under their thumb. And through this process, this isn't to say that you don't love this person or that they don't have meaning to you, but it changes. It removes a sort of blockage from your path. In whatever context this is, there's something about this contract ending. Now, I don't know if that's a spiritual contract and somebody has passed. I don't know if that's a job that somebody was miserable in that was really exploitative and that contract has passed, or somebody bought a business, things went really haywire, there was not a compatibility there, those people, went through a court process, sold the property, whatever, divided those assets. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on here. And it's like they won the lottery by getting away from whatever this was that was draining them, turning them into this bitter person. I don't know. It's going to be different for all y'all out there, so just follow your intuition. Always follow your own intuition before you listen to anything I have to say. You know your situation, you know your experience, you know what your strengths and weaknesses are. Number 19, coffin. Poverty. Distant horizons. Somebody's getting a lot of money. They're saying goodbye to poverty. Could be even a lifestyle occupation. Yeah. Okay. So, what can they do to fulfill their highest purpose while they go through this blessing and transition? Marriage, co-collaboration with who? What? Bad health? Marriage, bad health. They may want to leave a relationship that they're in. This doesn't fit. Great fortune. Wealthy man. And mature man. You changed your perspective on something because you're no longer starving for something. That's like also ties into the other little short one I did, where like person could not like kind of really strategize, figure out their further surroundings because their immediate surroundings were more pressing. So if you're not living in struggle, you're actually able to start healing yourself that has been depleted while you're over exerting. I mean, if you think of it in terms of like basic survival, right? If you're hungry, you're not going to be able to make those miles. So even though it might seem counterproductive to stop and eat and use some of those hours, you need to eat. You cannot put that off and just keep putting out without taking in. That makes sense. It also makes me think somebody is overstimulated too or overwhelmed. Message of concern to the point that it could be dangerous on their health. Let's see. Or their mental health pathway. Somebody was really struggling for a long time. That could be it too. If somebody passed, you watch. This is going to sound not how I want it to sound, I'm sure. But if you were close to somebody that was suffering with a really long-term illness and they were not able to live their fullest life, they were in pain all the time and suffering all the time, and you also were suffering by taking care of them, it also could be medical bills adding up, and that person passed and you knew that they were no longer in pain, no suffering, you could in a sense take joy in that, even if you felt bad for yourself for having lost them or not having them anymore. I hope that makes sense. Concern, official person, privileged lady, false person. Oh my goodness. Alternatively, you could also discover somebody for who they really are, and that helped you break the connection that didn't feel right anyway. There was something about your sense that somebody was doing something they weren't supposed to that was proven. And I'm doing like 30 readings in here. I'm just going to label this all signs. If you see your story poke out through the mesh of another story, because I feel like it very much like it looks like that, and then it's like that, and then it's like that, and then you have layers and layers of stars. Aquarius energy. Somebody wasn't who they pretended to be, though. Unexpected income. That ties into the love con thing. Somebody could be playing someone, an older woman, for money, or stealing from an older woman. Imprisonment is happening now. Thief. Yeah. And child at the bottom. Sudden wealth. Courtship. House. Family room. Gift. And high honor. So somebody could be being gifted something that is extremely important to in some type of situation here. I don't know. I think that is probably long enough, huh?